In case you're not up to speed, we are currently at my farming village, a peaceful, organic, and ethical farming village. Well, as long as you stay above ground, because below things get a bit industrial. We have a couple of automated systems running, and they produce resources while we sleep. Firstly, we have the auto cow cooker and the leather collector. It works perfectly fine. Then we have our sugarcane farm, which we still need to extend all the way down to bedrock. Then we have a manual wheat farm, just for the looks of it. And finally we have our auto shear sheep farm. The problem I have now with this one is that once the colored sheep has been sheared and they eat the grass to grow back their wool, the wool grows back white. Weird, I know. If you have any idea why this is the case, please let me know in the comments how to fix my problem. But as for today's episode, I'm going to build an iron farm. But it's going to be a bit of a hybrid. If you stick around and watch more of this episode later on, you'll know what I mean by that. I did prepare all the resources we need for this, so I'll probably just meet up with you once I find the location for our hybridish iron farm. I've been thinking for a couple of minutes and I'm trying to figure out where do I want to build this iron hybrid contraption, and I want it to be close enough to base that I can access it, but I want it far enough away because we have to build it above ground so that I can hide it, because we don't want to build it in the farming village, it won't fit in, and I think this spot is perfect. Right there by the torches, by the creeper, is where I'll put it. And right over this hill is where the farming village is, so you won't see this when you hang around the farming village. And we do want to build it above ground, because how it's built, cats can spawn and they take off spawn cap, so we don't want to mess with that. We want full spawn cap to go to the golems. Here's what I have so far. I took a screenshot just now, but I built a little bit of a platform here just so we have a nice space to work from. And at this point I'm gonna have to reveal what this iron hybrid is gonna be all about, because I have this basic storage over here. You can see this is gonna be a collection system, and here at the back we have a space ready, because this iron farm is going to be a hybrid in the sense that it's gonna make iron for us, and then it's also gonna be a villager breeder, and then it's gonna collect potatoes and carrots, though potatoes and carrots will be collecting slowly. But that is more or less what it's going to be. Now, this was recommended to me by Pet Toast. It's one of Chapman's designs, so there will obviously be a link in description. I'm going to leave the tutorial up to Chapman, but I will tell you what I do along the way, just to give you an idea what this is and how it works. And currently we have a little bit of a water transport thing going on here, so I think it's about 3 blocks high, and then it's 8. The bottom one will be 8 blocks long, because you want the water to flow and stop by the edge there. But what we're doing now is building the killing part of it. So we do need to take some spruce signs, and we're gonna add a lava block. That's the wrong way around. We want it over there. We don't want it at the bottom, because we will have the lava being over here. So now from the top, the iron golem will be falling into this water stream, and it will be pushed into this killing mechanism, this grinder, and it will die, and then the iron will collect at the bottom, and the villagers, the baby villagers, will fall, but there's enough gap there so they'll go underneath it and go into our little holding cell, if you will, until we can move them out and give them a job. But this is more or less how it is. So again, I'm not going to do a tutorial. You can check out Chapman's video. It's brilliant on how to build this, but I will let you know how it works and what it does. And this is just the water transport system to separate the villagers and the iron golems and kill the golems. So from right above the lava block I built up 13 blocks, then I built a 6 by 6 little platform, but that I'm gonna expand to a 16 by 16 iron golem spawning platform. I really can't wait to get scaffolding. I've been searching around for bamboo forests, but I don't think there's any of it close to me. I do need to get that. We need bamboo. We really need bamboo. But for now, we'll do the old school dirt type of thing, which works like this. Now, as you can see from this platform, I went up by 1 block from my 6x6 glass platform to build a 16x16 iron golem spawning platform. But with this glass platform, I had to place 2 signs right against it, 2 signs above it, and 2 signs above that, because we have to have water pushing the iron golems into this hole, and that will just block it from falling down there and allowing the golems to float. Right, the next thing to do with this 16x16 platform is to surround it by glass, but once again, I ran out of glass. I've had a unique little bit of a challenge here. We are in the mountains biome, which means if you get to a certain height, snow will start forming, which means we can make ice, and all of my source blocks started to become ice. So I just decided to place torches around it, and we can probably alternate torches, but I'll just keep it like that to make sure it doesn't become ice, because that would ruin it. But as you can see, this is the iron golem spawning platform, and they will be forced down the middle. Now, the water is a little bit sensitive, it's a little bit funny, so make sure to check out Chapman's video on how to place the water perfectly, because there's a little bit of a method of placing 4 blocks over there and then 2 blocks here. Remove those, again, 4 blocks over there, 2 water blocks, remove the blocks, they flow nicely, and then you find these center spots. So all the torches, as you can see, are places where I have the water source blocks. Now, the next phase is to build the platforms where the villagers will be. The other challenge is we're gonna have to find villagers and get them in here. I don't want to think about it yet, but we need to build the platforms where they will be farming, where we will get the carrots and potatoes from, the place where they will be villager breeding, and then the place that will trigger the iron golem. So that is the next phase. And this should do it for the village and the villager breeder and the iron golem spawner. We have 2 farms, potatoes this side, carrots that side. We're gonna have 4 villagers in each pod. You can see I do have the composters making them farmers, so they'll farm. We have 4 beds on each side. We're gonna add a 5th and a 6th bed so that they can breed actually. The babies would want to gossip and run around, so they'll think these trapdoors are full blocks, so they'll fall down and get collected in our little chamber we have at the bottom there. And there's nothing fancy about this, just water blocks, farms and everything. Now, the difficult part comes in where we need to bring over the villagers. And as you can see behind me, there's a bit of water. So right there in the back direction, there's a village. I showed it at the start of the season. So there's a bit of a hill. We're going to have to use a boat and a piston to get the villagers up the hill. Then we'll go back down the hill, get into this water, bring them over here. We'll probably have to piston them up. And then I have to go to the nether because I do need some soul sand so we can build a bubble elevator. That is the easiest way to get them up on the inside here. So I have my work cut out for me. And I guess I just have to get on that. As I mentioned before, I'm gonna need 8 villagers, and I do have 2 here that I brought over from the village, as you can see in this clip I'm showing you right now. So I need 8 of them. I have 2 here, and I'm gonna have them breed up while we work on getting the zombies in place, because the zombies is gonna be tricky, though I think water elevators will make that pretty easy to do. We'll have to see. And I do need to mention that this episode has been a bit noisy because I'm not using my own setup. That means more clicking, and as you can hear now, while I just scaffold up this farm we've built. Okay, sir, we need you to get out of there and then go in that side. Don't you fight me. Don't you fight me. There we go. We got 2 farmers on that side. So let me close all of this up. So I'm gonna leave them to breed, and then I'm gonna work on getting the zombies in place, which will probably be difficult. The time has come to get some motivation for my villagers to spawn the golems, but that means we have to find some zombies. So I brought you back. We can try and throw a helmet on a zombie and sleep, and hopefully we just have the one zombie to deal with. That's the easiest I can think of to get a zombie up there, because I need one on this side and one on that side. Because the villagers are almost the amount we need at the top, which means this farm is technically ready. We just need the zombies. Okay, here we go. Mr. Zombie, I need you to take this helmet. Or to take that helmet. Come on, can they even pick things up? Or is it skeletons? So there we go. Okay. Let me sprint and sleep real quick. Because this may end bad. Okay, let's sleep. Then immediately I'm gonna name him. Hopefully nothing else comes for us. Nice. Okay, you get a name, Mr. Motivation. I should have called him Mr. Motivation. Okay, let's lead you up there. Hopefully I can swim faster than this dude and not the other way around. Here we go. In here, sir. In. Come quick before I drown. Come get me, dude. I need oxygen. I did think this one was gonna go way worse, but it seems fairly easy to get this dude up here, so he's not gonna come up by himself. I'll probably need to get out there and nudge him. I died, and he has my sword. I died and he has my sword. He's gonna kill me every time, so that means I'm gonna have to kill him if I want to. Oh, seriously. Complicating my life. I have the first evidence of the iron farm working, and there it is. That's pretty cool. Now, the problem is getting the zombies up here. I can't seem to get them to follow me in the water. They just get stuck at the bottom. So, gonna build a staircase and try and trap the dude if I can even line things up right. So I have to figure out how to trap the dude up here. Yeah. It's a little bit more challenging than I thought. Okay, let's try this risky business here. I need the dude to follow me up here. Over here, sir. Over here. And then I need to get him to come up here. Up here, sir. Get up there. Get up there. No. And no. Yes, yes. Okay. No. Come on. Get up here. Stay there. Let me trap you. We got him. I don't even have energy to be enthusiastic about this. This has taken me a couple of hours to manage, but the first zombie is in place, which means this farm should be speeding up. Now I need to trap another one on the other side. What a journey this has been. I'm finally ready to start wrapping up this iron hybrid. Baby jumping on the bed. So there's a few tweaks I made on this design that's a little bit different than Chapman's design, but I'm proud and happy to say I have the zombies in place on both sides, and we have all the villagers in place, and we have 2 extra beds on each side so that they can breed more, and then the babies can fall down there. So that means there's 4 villagers with 6 beds, 4 villagers with 6 beds, and all that is left is to cover it up. And basically I'm using a transparent block so that nothing can spawn on top of it. So whether it's glass or leaves, you can use either of them. I use these blocks, as in Chapman's design, to prevent the villagers rather, to break any of the crops around them. And the babies, I made this little adjustment. He had the trap doors above the beds, but I made these leaf blocks to prevent lightning from striking them, but to allow the babies to be able to jump on the beds. And that is it for the villager breeder on top. I can just remove this dirt and then show you the yield we've been having. So from the time I had the villagers in place, we've collected probably with the anvil, 3 stacks of iron ingots. And here comes the first carrots. That's cool. So this thing is supercharged now with the zombies in place. The one problem I have is all of the villagers, they seem to miss the pod we built for them. But I do think it's because I did not build it high enough. I initially thought they were squeezing through these gaps, but obviously they are just getting over here, which kind of makes sense. So I'll remove the leaves over here. I'll probably add leaves around there just to kind of decorate that, because I don't have much else on me now. But that is it. The iron farm is fully functioning. The villager breeder is fully functioning. So we have a fully functioning iron hybrid, as I'll call it. Thanks to Chapman's design and for the suggestion to use one of Chapman's design, because this is pretty cool, handling 2 things at one time. But on that note, this took way longer than I thought. I wanted to do some decorating, but we don't have time for it. But yes, thank you so much for watching this episode. I'll have to figure out what we do next time. Maybe we'll do some decorating. Maybe there's something else. I'll think. But thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time.